I have a friend that I talk to about every morning, and I have for years. When I first met her, our boys were in middle school, and we talked about school age mom stuff, scheduling ball games, getting them to practice, uh, lunches if the teachers were being fair, and all that stuff that when you are mom of a middle schooler, everything is school. That's what you're that's everything on your mind is uh, what are we going to get them for Christmas? We want them to feel special. We love them. We want to spoil them a little, but we want them to be responsible. We don't want to raise entitled, spoiled brats. We want to teach them things, but we want to relax and have fun. Everything was a balancing act at that age. And that's what we talked about. Whatever was on our minds, we would talk about Sunday sermons, teaching that we had heard, something we'd heard, podcast, which back then there was no podcast, but whatever we were reading, budgeting. Now we're talking about retirement. That's our big thing. She's planning to retire in March, and I'm thinking April. I'm thinking April might be my last full month at work. Not sure yet, but whenever I hear something new, or about taking money out of your starting to live off of your investments and your retirement, I have a TSP from work and Roth and all that stuff. So whenever we hear something, I'm always excited to talk it over with her. And basically, we're just, well, what do you think of this? And what do you think of that? No matter what it is, it doesn't have to just be money. It could be gardening, uh, how much to water my Christmas cactus, when to dig up perennial bulbs, everything we talked about, gaining weight, losing weight, intermittent fasting. She's one that does menu planning, and if she hears of like the Mediterranean diet, she'll read all this stuff about the Mediterranean diet and print out all these recipes and try things like that. I hate doing all that stuff. I don't do any of that. But that's what we talk about, Mediterranean diet and what that is and what it's like, and the carnivore diet, and just whatever. So whatever was on our minds, I would always look forward to it when I would hear something here on a podcast, something I thought was really interesting, or it made me start thinking about retirement or the future, or how to do a will, or how much to give your adult children for Christmas. That's kind of what we're thinking now. It's getting up to the holiday season. We have adult children. We both have grandchildren. I have great grandchildren. And so we're thinking you don't want to spoil your children or make them feel entitled, but you want them to be loved and valued, and everything is a teachable moment, and we all overdo it. Or I know I did. I totally overdid that. Anyway, that's what we talk about, whatever's on our minds. And I think that is what has become such a fascination with starting a YouTube channel, because now you don't have to wait to talk it over with your friend, someone that you know personally. You can discuss it on your YouTube community, because whatever you're going through and whatever you're thinking about and wondering about and wishing you knew more, and how is this going to affect me? How's this going to affect my kids, my future, whatever? Somebody out there is in the same boat, and somebody is wondering the same things that we're wondering. So it is so fun to have this YouTube channel. You just, whatever is on your mind, and whatever you need to discuss and you need to work out and work through, you can go on a YouTube channel and find a community that is going through the exact same thing. Going through my grief journey. That's why I started this channel, because when I needed it, when I went to YouTube, when I first lost my husband, after that first couple of weeks when it's just don't even know what you're thinking. But I went on YouTube because I wanted to talk to real people who were in my situation and who could give me some advice and just say, Teresa, this is what to expect. This is what to do. This is how to survive, which I don't know. I didn't find it. And that's what prompted me to start this community, because I'm really hoping that I can help somebody who's in the same area of life that I'm in, kind of totally up in the air, not sure what my future is going to look like. I thought I knew a couple years ago. If you ask me, I knew exactly what my future was. My husband had already retired. I was getting close to retirement. We had invested and saved money, and he had a 401k at work, and I had my stuff, and we were pretty much good. We have some children and grandchildren who live really close, and then our other son is out of state, and we just, we'll spend time with the family. We'll go back and forth to North Carolina to visit him and his wife, and work around the yard. He just loved, planning, making our backyard like an oasis and everything. And so that was pretty much what we were looking at. And we were going to kind of figure it out as we went along together. Well, life just doesn't always happen that way. And it didn't in my case. So now I am here, and I'm still looking towards the future. I still have grandkids close. I have a son and his wife, and maybe someday more grandchildren in North Carolina. And I'm on my own now. I don't really know what that looks like, what to expect. And I know I'm not the only one. So I don't know the situation you're in. I don't know where you are. And I've talked to other people about starting a YouTube channel or their own channel. And they're like, oh, I don't know what would I talk about? I don't know. Just talk about where you are. Be real, be authentic. And wherever you are today, you don't need equipment. I have an Android phone that doesn't work some of the times because it's getting old, and I don't know enough about stuff. I hate tech stuff, so whatever. Anyway, I don't have any equipment. I don't have anything. But I'm doing this. I'm really enjoying it. Even if it feels like nobody watches, nobody cares what you're thinking about, because your kids probably aren't going to listen to you, but somebody out there in the world needs the advice, the experience, the stuff you've been through. You can bless them. You can be an encourager. Wherever they are, wherever you are, there's somebody out there that needs to know they're not alone. You're not alone. I'm not alone. I feel like it sometimes, but I'm not. I've never been left alone. We talked about that at church this morning, about as God has comforted us in our times of need and loneliness and fear, worry, abandonment. As we were comforted, we need to encourage others. And so that's what's great about building a YouTube channel and having a YouTube community. You can start your own channel. Just be real, be there, be present, and give something back to someone. Speaking of giving back, if you find any value at all in these videos, please like and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you'll know whenever I drop another video. And we can just hopefully encourage one another as we go through this life. The world has suddenly gotten so tiny. Someone all the way across the world, some lady just like me, who's recently had a huge cataclysmic life change, like me. She didn't want, she didn't see coming. She didn't ask for. She did absolutely nothing to make it happen. It just happened, just crashed down on her head like it did with me. There's someone else somewhere in the world who feels the exact same way. And whatever you're going through, there's somebody else that's going through the exact same thing that needs to know I am not alone. As I am comforted, I can be a comfort. Hopefully, that's my goal. That's my desire. That's my prayer that God will use me to bless someone else. If you aren't encouraged, be an encourager to someone else. And I hope that that's what I can do here. Like and subscribe, and put down in the comments if you're thinking of starting your own YouTube channel. Don't worry about having a big plan, knowing exactly what you're going to talk about all the time. Just be there, be present, be real, be authentic, and love on people. That's all we can do. We need it now so much. Oh, everywhere is just despair and hopelessness in the world. And we need to let the world know there is hope, there is love. The Lord wants us to be joyful. He created us. He wants us to enjoy this life, to enjoy where we are today. That's really hard for me most days because all I can think about is what I lost. And at our grief share, they say, instead of focusing on what left, think about what that is left. What is left in your life? Something left, whether through loss or whatever, something left. A relationship is left, it's gone. But what is left in my life? I need to focus on that, focus on the Lord, find joy and happiness and contentment in Him, and hopefully encourage someone else. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know your struggles and challenges and how we can bless one another.